Welcome to part 5 of the road traffic signs. In this video I will go through the road markings. Road markings are essential to maintain the control of traffic on highways. This will guide all road users for parking regulations for their safe driving. With the use of different markings, it also supplements the function of road and traffic signs. The most universal road markings are usually white or yellow, and they differ between solid lines, broken lines, or a combination of the two. Here are the most common road markings and their importance that you need to keep in mind, especially when you're driving. Let's begin. This is the stop line. You will find it on any road, especially at intersections and pedestrian crossings. The purpose of the stop line is to indicate where you must bring your vehicle to a standstill. Stop with the front of your vehicle behind the stop sign. If there is no stop sign, the stop line will have the same meaning as a stop sign. This is the yield line. You will find it on any road, especially at intersections. The purpose of the yield line is to indicate that you must give priority to all who cross in front of you at this point. Give way to anyone who crosses your path of travel or who wants to cross your path. Even if there is no yield sign, you still have to give way. This is the pedestrian crossing lines or block pedestrian crossing. You will find it on any road, especially in urban areas at intersections and close to schools. The purpose of these markings is to inform you that priority must be given to pedestrians crossing or wanting to cross the road at these places. Look out for any pedestrians crossing or wanting to cross the road and give them priority by slowing down or stopping. This is the no overtaking lines. You will find it on any road that carries two-way traffic from opposite directions. The purpose of these lines is to inform that it is prohibited to drive with any part of your vehicle on the right-hand side of this line. Do not cross the line, except to gain direct access to an entrance on the other side of the line, to gain direct access from such an entrance to the road, or to pass a stationary obstruction. In all these cases you must ensure that it is safe to do so. This is the no crossing lines. You will find it on any road with two-way traffic. The purpose of these lines is to inform you that you may not cross this line. You may under no circumstances drive on the right-hand side or cross these lines with any part of your vehicle, except to drive around a stationary vehicle or stationary obstruction in the road. This is the parking bay. You will find it on any road, especially in urban areas. The purpose of the parking bay is to indicate where you may park. Make sure that your vehicle is parked completely inside the lines that mark the parking bay. In the case of angle parking, you must park as far as possible from the road, with the front of your vehicle not further than 150 mm from the curb, but no part of the vehicle may be on or over the sidewalk. This is the exclusive parking bay. B. Bus. L. Loading zone. MB. Minibus. You will find it at parking bays. The purpose of these is to identify parking only for road users identified by the symbol. If you are not part of the group identified by the sign, you may not park here. This is the box junction. The purpose of the box is to prohibit drivers from stopping in the demarcated area, because this could prevent other traffic from turning or driving further forward. Do not stop in the demarcated box, and make sure that you will be able to drive through the intersection before entering the intersection. This is the left edge and right edge line marking. You will find it on the left and right hand edge of the road. The purpose of these lines is to indicate where the left or right edge of the road is. Avoid driving to the left of the left edge line. You may, however, drive here only whilst being overtaken by another vehicle, if you can so without endangering yourself, other traffic, pedestrians or property, during daytime, and if persons and vehicles on the road are clearly discernible at a distance of at least 150 meters. It is not compulsory to drive to the left of the line when you are being overtaken. Keep in mind that you have very little space when doing so. If your vehicle breaks down, stop as far left from the line as possible and switch on your emergency lights. The right edge line is usually found on one-way roads such as dual carriageways or freeways and may not be crossed. This is the railway crossing ahead. You will find it on any road before railway crossings between the warning sign and the railway crossing. The purpose of this is to warn that there is a railway crossing ahead. Slow down and if necessary, stop before the crossing. This is the no stopping lines. The purpose of these is to prohibit drivers from stopping where stationary vehicles may disrupt the traffic or where the environment obstructs the view and such vehicles may obstruct the view more. Except in any emergency, do not stop at these lines. In the case of the broken line, you may not stop during the times indicated by a road traffic sign. This is the no overtaking or no crossing line ahead. The purpose of these markings is to warn you that there is a no overtaking line or no crossing line ahead. Ensure not to cross the prohibition line that follows the sign. If you are on the right-hand side of the road, move back to the left-hand lane as soon as possible before the prohibition line starts. This is the painted island. The purpose of the painted island is to prohibit drivers from driving in this area. Drive in such a way that you do not stop, park or drive over the island, unless on the orders of a traffic or police officer, to avoid a collision or in an emergency. This is the mandatory direction arrows. You will find it on any road before an intersection. The purpose of these are to show that you may only proceed in the direction indicated by the arrow in your lane. Choose the correct lane and time to travel in the direction you want to go. Make sure that other traffic is obeying the mandatory direction. Arrows in their lanes. Check your blind spot before turning right to see that a vehicle in the lane next to you who is supposed to turn right, because of the mandatory right turn arrow in his lane, is not carrying straight on. This is the arrestor bed ahead. You will find it on any rural road, especially in mountainous areas. It is to indicate where especially drivers of heavy vehicles who become aware that a vehicle's brakes became defective, can drive such a vehicle off the road and it will be stopped by the gravel section ahead. Only drive into this arrestor bed when your brakes fail. Next time in part 6 of the road traffic signs I will go through the combined signs. Please like and subscribe. Remember to obey all signs and rules of the road. A respectful driver is a safe driver. If you missed part 1, 2, 3 and 4, the links will be in the description. Until next time, see you in part 6 for the combined signs. Thank you for watching.